how all of this survives in the heavy acidity. And then look, the redness is gone at this point, simply because the sun has set. Hello everyone, Thoranx is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. We're gonna get one last shot of this epic sort of planet here, Inferno Zone, as it literally, I guess we're starting up this episode inside of a wall of fire event. Yeah, I'd say thermal protection is active. The entire planet is literally bursting into flames. I dare say, we need to just get the heck out of here. We spent enough time on this moon in the last episode, so let's depart. Storm clearing. That's always fun. Let's see. Our capital ship is by machine dust. I think where we want to go is actually on the other side of this moon. Now, is that it? That is whiteout flash. I'm thinking... Aha! This one. And it is also experiencing a severe storm. That could be why... Now, wait a second. No, so whiteout flash actually does not receive activated indium due to its storm. No, they all just say indium, but that's not true. Whiteout flash is activated indium. But not... No, Inferno Zone is, we knew that. So is Violet Illuminations. So every planet in this system has intense storms? Really? I don't think Dust in the Machine does. Yeah. So the dead planet and the anomalous planet, they don't have any sort of extreme weather phenomenon, but every other planet in this system does, including the yet unmapped one, which is now currently its storm is clearing. Do we want to go land or water, day side or night side? Let's shoot for the day side on the coasts. Maybe. No, you know what? Change of plans. The coast is not a good indicator of natural terrain. You actually need to get pretty far inland to really see what sort of terrain you're looking for here. Although it does appear like there's a lot of water on the surface. I see lakes, sandbars. Okay, looks like we have some sort of floating plateaus. We're already hitting some of the moisture in the atmosphere weaving through this weather. It's not really a storm, though, as we could see from orbit. Oh, and it's... Okay, a little wilty and green. What was the identifier for this planet? An acrid planet. The modifiers, or the identifiers rather, they tend to be a lot more important in the current iteration of the Atlas than they used to be. I think let's go ahead, we'll land on top of this mountain over here. Acrid doesn't really evoke strong storm imagery. Weather is acidic deluges. And those are just the rings creeping up over the distance. Okay, well, I'm dying to know what these are all about. They feed off of atmospheric moisture with an inconsistent blossom. Again, I think we're going to find there is no planetary fauna in this system whatsoever. Geological energy. Decomposition. Radioactive. Ammonia groundwater. And this one has airborne seeds. Could be what is cloud seeding the acid rain on this planet. I think it's safe to say we're going to go ahead and grab some of this living slime. Pulse engine module. That's fun. That's easy, nanites. I wonder what the ratio of salvage data to nanites are nowadays. So it's fairly extreme as far as acidity goes. Even before the acidic deluge begins, we're already experiencing a very high amount of acid. And some of these mountains, look at that mountain over there. You know what? Let's make a journey, shall we? I would like to journey to that large mountain in the distance. Yeah, with that interesting terrain structure. Everything is fairly eroded, which you would expect on a planet with acidic deluges. These look like mushrooms, but I fear they may be actually minerals, the larger ones. Here, this is fairly good for now. No, so this is registered as flora on the scanner. Parasitic buried carbon, fragile bulbs. This is a mineral. Right, well, we're going to recharge that. We have the ammonia. So it's almost like the surface, it wants to be green. It really does. But the sky forces this sallow yellow sort of ancient with a parasitic root structure. That is some form of flora. Toxic rainstorm approaching. What have we here? Oh, it's another upheaval of a technology module and damaged machinery. Viscous fluids are just too far removed. If it's not living slime or better, we're just turning our nose up at it. These do register as flora. Decomposition. Atmospheric moisture. Ooh. Here's that acidic deluge. That's a significant amount of acidity. Let's registering very low on the pH scale. I'm not going to fathom a guess though. We'll just leave it at that. It's a powerful acid. Toxicity shielding is holding. Alright. Let's get the Pilgrim and see if we can maybe find ourselves... Do I want alien structure or do I want ruins? I think I want ruins. Ancient ruins. I think I want ruins because then we have a greater chance of... Whoa, yep. Greater chance of running into a plaque, possibly, which will give us maybe a little bit more of a history lesson. Maybe learn a little bit about what happened in this system. Of course, Thranx is just run into the super valuable storm crystals. That's perfectly fine. That's a fairly short-lived storm. Ooh, ouch! Sac venom. There's really not much to... Uh-oh. Did I not pay attention? I certainly did not. Yeah, we're out of here. I'm sure that quad sentinel is going to be after us. I think we can get away if we just continue. But every time we smash something, we sort of reset our timer. Oh, look at this. So this is like a sub-biome here on this planet. This is actually a lot of growth. Whereas the other area where we were at, it was sort of just a bunch of rocks, maybe. But in this lowland area here, quite a bit of various mushrooms and flora developing in this low-lying area. So there's actually a lot of damaged machinery on this planet. Is it something about these layered mountains? Yeah, I don't know. Let's push on to the ruins. Leave the sentinel drones behind us. It would be nice to get an impression of the night side of this planet. Alright, and now we are back where the mountainous sections are. Looks like we're going to be in sunset soon. More viscous fluids. I reject those terms. But I will see what's inside. 27 nanites? Oh, sure. And we get launched over the top of the mountain and down into the next valley, where the ruins, with a plaque, are waiting for us. Yes. This is what we were searching for. I think instead of searching for ancient monoliths, we're going to start searching for ancient ruins. We still get a few words. We still get, I'm sorry, a couple. We get 2 words, Vice 3. But I think the biggest benefit to the ancient ruins, Vice the monolith, is we get to activate plaques. And these plaques are almost like historical records telling us about the race that owns the ruins, such as the Viking. Let's see what Kessio's restless sleep is about. Strange writings form upon the stone, revealing secrets from the time of the Viking ancients. How I understand them, I do not know. Herc looked to the skies and witnessed the pitiless destruction of the sentinels that smothered all races brought forth out onto the outer edge. Worlds withered and died beneath their relentless gaze. The anger of Herc was unleashed. This Herc character was a pretty major player in the history of the Viking. Now from here, if we go knowledge of the past, we'll actually go get ourselves a treasure, but really I would just like to learn another word of the Viking language for now. This is a fairly interesting sort of plateau here, in that it is completely levitating, like 100%. And there's water underneath it? And it's all red? What is happening here? Hold on. Oh, there is. There's like a red mist coming out of the water. Oh my.
Extreme water toxicity detected.
Yeah, the water is laden with whatever it is that is causing the acid to build up in the atmosphere. This water is super saturated with it. Oh look, there's a natural sort of bioluminescence down here. Carnivorous, oh my. Be careful of that. Membrane compression. It's quite interesting how all of this survives in the heavy acidity. And then look, the redness is gone at this point, simply because the sun has set. All that air is no longer being pushed through. I'm sorry, we need air. No, all of the light is not being refracted through the cave. It's a little oasis. It's just a little cave to protect you from the acidic atmosphere. But as soon as you leave the safety of the cave, you're just hit with a pretty high level of acidity. Yeah. Okay, we checked out the cave underneath of the floating island here. However, I would like to travel atop of this and see what's up on top of it. It's like a It's like an entire ecosystem. You wouldn't even know that this was floating island unless you looked underneath it. It might just look like a view off of a mountain, but we know the truth. You can see the rings in the distance. Look, here you go. Minerals that are indicative of ocean fauna. Soil amalgamation, abrasive. This looks like some other sort of fungal polyp, spore. Photosynthesis. Does that say self-replicating? You know, we could use a little bit of sodium. Why not? That's fairly slow. I'm just gonna be direct. That's a rather slow way to get 100 sodium. Let's see, we should have our 18 nanites. I think we'll send that there. We'll keep you here and you.
Toxic protection.
I think it's safe to say we can send the jade peas and the pulpy roots to the vegan container. And then, oh my goodness. Is this I didn't know this was possible. Are you kidding me? What are the odds we would find one of these? On an abandoned system? Alright, the pilgrim's stuck in the beach. Hold on, we're gonna break out of this. No way. Alright, let's stop and repair the damaged machinery. We can't afford to pass up a module that's going to give us hundreds of nanites. So I guess on an abandoned system, we're going to see all these structures here, but just no one visiting them, right? Yeah, there's almost no one here. Do we have an artifact? Yeah, we have unearthed treasure, legendary coins. We could see if that's accepted by the historical archives, or even if they're functional. All the lights are red, so I think this is... Yeah, that symbol is bad. I think everything here is offline, perhaps. There's no vendor. Archaeological vault status is secure. Yeah, no, we have none of those things. We were able to give nothing in the way of... We get 15 nanites per salvage data. Oh my goodness, we need to maybe start doing that. I don't know. I don't think there's a thing there. We could scan. Really, when it comes down to it, I would like to see more of the historical archive revealed to us. The ancestral vault. Greetings, brother. Storage something to all but Vy'keen. Let's just learn about the Vy'keen. Archive access granted. Archive has been subverted, hacked to spread banned, censored messages of a distant religion. The Korvax are wounded, broken creatures, believing their death cries are logic. They drown themselves in communion to forget their pain. They shall not help us. The unsilenceable voice of Nal. The Gek, debased, accursed, lacking their prior might with no honor to replace it, believe nothing will end, that growth can go on forever. It has been to the ancients and those who followed to discover our future, but what have they found but dust? Impotent Graz? No. Tell me, friends, have you heard of the testament of Nal? Nal is not dead. They heard what Herc could not. They live, still at the right hand of the god. They encourage us to show how we care, that we will not leave the Atlas light, that devotion will never fade. Only through this is oblivion spared. Only through this will we be ready. The teachings of Nal. Alright, well, I'm fairly certain that we have the navigation data to just call our ship over here and depart. I think that is the right call. And it took it straight from the capital ship. How wonderful. I dare say this planet shall be acid rain. Sure. And we've successfully explored every planet in this system. I think we need to return to the Relentless and look at planning our next trip. Colossal archives on an evacuated system. None of the planets have fauna. Every planet with storms has extreme storms. Fairly interesting. I suppose as far as data points go, we're just slowly building them, but even still, I'm fairly intrigued. I think maybe we'll hold on to our legendary coins. Maybe not. Maybe we'll... Well, let's just sell them. Approximately 1,078 years old, crawling with insects and haunted by a musty aroma, this treasure is nonetheless an artifact of great worth. Yeah, a little over $500,000. Sure. So all of our fleet, or all of our fleet except one of each class of frigates, are out on expedition. I went ahead and received and resent them out in between, a couple episodes ago, in between episodes, but I don't think there's much to be seen. I do want that. I don't think there's much to be seen by keeping them in our recordings, because at this point we've seen about all the rewards. And all of our ships are S-class. So honestly, a lot of it is going to just be selling what we get. Perhaps finding storage for it. I don't know. I think that's where we're going to wrap up this episode. We'll actually do the travel to the next system in the next one. As we're going to start taking our episodes down a little bit more to the 30-minute mark in an attempt to hopefully get them every day instead of having gaps, as an hour was just proving to be too much. Hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So until next time, Take care.